Hey guys, so I've got a lot of response from the gamification video I've created. It was basically just like some random idea that was popping up in my mind, and I thought, hey, it would maybe be possible to like pick up a gun from a game and let's just try it out. And I was just in like this mood, and I thought, okay. So, and then a lot of response. Okay, Ronald, nice that you're showing this video, but how are you actually making it? So, well, here I am. I've added a few more things, so let me show you. You can see this this black overlay thing. It's all more red, and there's like blood coming on and off the screen. And yeah, well, the guns is still the same, but here I've also added like this little thing, like the flash, for example. And also you can see I got 3 seconds left, and yeah, I'm too late. And when I'm too late, I'm getting into this room, and when I'm making it on time, then I'm getting into that room over there. But I could do any reward I want on that, basically. So let's try to get this back to the beginning where I actually started. First thing would be like picking up the gun itself, and I'm just gonna walk you through like how I've built it. So here in the entrance, no, that's not it. In the reception, here's the first item, the gun itself. So you can see this is like an image, and I've turned off apply as a sticker, so it's like more like a little bit looping around, and it feels like it's more of an item. And then when I do apply as a sticker, then it's really like part of the panorama more. And what I basically did is I said, well, there's 2 actions. This action on click, it hides the gun. So by hiding the gun on the click, it makes you feel like you're actually picking it up as you also show the gun in, which is here in the skin. So what I've did here, the gun, this one. This is basically added styles. You can see a background image which I added, and as I mentioned in the previous tutorial, you have to do transparent parts clickable. Keep that turned off, and you're able to like click through it. And so far it's going to the panorama, to a hotspot, on click, show this container with this background image, and hide the hotspot itself. So that's basically only picking it up. Then I've added a few more things. So I basically said, okay, when this container is being shown with the guns, so gun 1, then also on show, I say play this Glock audio. Click, click. Then the second action I've got here is on show of gun 1, show me these 3 images, and I'll show you what these 3 images mean. That is basically in the reception hotspots, these images. So I just added some profile pictures of myself. And on each of these things to shoot to, I basically say when you click on this image, this target, hides nothing. Okay, so for some reason I cannot show you this completely properly. There's some little bug somewhere. Basically on the targets, the images, there's a hide hotspots in the entrance, and here it does not show you, but it does work. It's basically hiding itself, so hiding the image itself, and for some reason it's not here, but yeah, that's how it is. And so it hides itself, and then it also counts to the score with e-learning. So I created the score 1 at 1 point. and show components. So I have like this this flash, which I basically, I'll show you in the skin. Flash, this thing. This is the flash. And what I basically do on this hotspot, right over here. So I say it's 0.1 seconds and return right away to the original state. So it's by initialization, it's hidden. And so it's showing for 0.1 second and then right away going back to hiding, hidden again. So that. So yeah, that's basically it. So I place the audio, it hides itself, it adds a point to the score, and it shows this little flash, like push, push. So, and basically then once I've created these 4 actions, I basically hold Shift, I Control C, and then I Control V, and I only change hide hotspots that it hides itself. And this way I can quickly add a lot of targets in there. So what happens is clicking on the gun, then it shows like 7 targets basically. And if you hit 7 targets, then it is a success. It goes to the next weapon basically. I've set that in the e-learning tab. So e-learning, there is trigger up and target. So I say, if the score 1 is 7 points, then show hide components, which is a toggle. So it's hiding gun 1 and it's showing gun 2 because gun 2 is by definition, by start, is always hidden. And then on gun 2, yeah, it gets quite complicated maybe. Then I say on show, again a gun sound like chick chick, but also this new ability sound is like bling. It's like, yay, you got something. I don't have this. I cannot play this. It's a bit annoying, but it's like the happy sound basically. And then what I do again is I'm showing another set of hotspots. So basically the same targets again, and this time with a sexy image as well. I thought it's fun to see like something sexy maybe. And show reception, and basically the same. So I have to do 2 of these hotspots, show hotspots, because this one is for all the hotspots within the entrance, and this one is for all the hotspots within reception. And then, oh yeah, I'm changing the music. So it goes from tension to something like that. So it changes the music there, which you have got explained in another tutorial as well, but quickly show you music. So on show of this container, play tension music, and on this one it's a gothic action fight. I don't know, just playing around, right? Then there's a few other things. It's the blood, which I added. So, and also this black gradient, as I call it. It's basically, well, you can see the image here. Also, same as the guns, it's a container with a background image. And then on top of this, I added the blood. So I have blood 1, 2, and 3. And basically, I say on initialization, wait 1 second, then appear for 4 seconds, and return after another second. And basically what I tried doing is creating a loop. So when it hides, that it shows again. And with these 2 actions combined, I basically created a loop that it will continuously be showing up and hiding again and showing again. And then as I had blood 1 and then blood 2, I tried to like change the parameters a little bit so that it doesn't feel like it's all happening at the same time, that it's a bit randomized. Same here. Yeah, and so, yeah, and that worked pretty well with that it just keeps on going. A lot of talking. Let's see. Am I missing anything? Red background. Oh yeah, that's one extra I added. Well, I could combine red background with the black gradient, but don't know. Maybe it could be nice to separate them. Then yeah, you don't see that they're hiding, I think. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Title, I don't know. That's for nothing. Text hints, timer, intro. Container, flash, gun. Yeah, I should make a flash for that. Like I have to move this one then for the gun as well. And I'm not sure if it's responsive and everything. I'll just create it quickly. Gun 1, gun score. Yeah, and then how I'm defining the success. So let's see, e-learning, score. Finish e-learning. So I say on timeout. So on timeout is basically game over. Like that's the fail. So if I'm not able to get the 7 targets within the time that's been given, which is right over here, 15 seconds, then go to this panorama or the person or whatever. But if you succeed, so unfinish, then main viewer, start point, fix, open this panorama. And that's just like add action, e-learning. So I have like finish e-learning. Oh no, that's wrong. Yeah, so let me repeat myself there. E-learning actions, add action, open panorama, whatever the thing is, and here you can say on finish, on timeout, or on start. So it makes sense to say on finish and on timeout. So timeout is game over, on finish is you made it. So let me show you one more time. I'm gonna increase the time a little bit so I'm feeling more happy doing it. So let's see, here we go. And this time I'm gonna make a success, so not a fail. Tick, and a flash audio. Bam bam, that's 4. I got 20 seconds left. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Okay. There's a little bug in there. Oh no, that's how it's supposed to be, going to the panorama. And the sexy lady shows up. And if you click the sexy lady, it's game over. That's one thing I forgot to say. Basically, it's another container. Let me show you panoramas, receptions, hotspots, entrance, sexy, game over. Like this is audio. Show components. So here it shows game over, which is the container. Yeah, and this was not so necessary. So basically the container for game over is this one, and that's on top of everything. And one little thing, that's a nice trick as well, is that I said try again. And what I did is I said open a link in current window and only with question mark. And this is a little trick to refresh the page from the beginning. So basically, when I go to the preview again, So you see it, game over, and then I click try again, and it starts over again. But now I've set game over as initialization, so it's not a very smart thing to do, because it's showing here. But usually it just goes right away to the beginning. So little trick, web frame question mark open URL question mark. So that's it. Hope you've learned a lot in this video. If you done so, then give this video a like, always nice, and see you in the next video.